Welcome to YO Soy Growth, the space where your inner transformation becomes your new reality. Let me ask you something powerful. What if everything you're looking for is already within you, just waiting for you to align? In this video, I'll take you through my personal journey of how I reprogram my mind and change my frequency to manifest abundance. This is not theory. It's real experience. And it may open a door inside you that you didn't even know was closed. The moment of decision. There came a moment when I got tired of chasing and started attracting. I realized that everything in my life was a reflection of what I was vibrating internally. So I made a decision, not just a mental one, but a vibrational one. I closed my eyes, inhaled deeply, and imagined abundance, not as a wish, but as something that already existed. I felt it as if it were happening now. I wasn't trying to make it happen. I was remembering who I truly am. The practice. I relaxed. I breathed deeply. I slowed down until I felt my mind was open and receptive. In that state, I found myself surrounded by abundance, not as a future desire, but as something real, already conquered, already part of me. I saw money coming from every direction, through work, through unexpected gifts, through opportunities that appeared out of nowhere. My heart was warmed by gratitude. The key wasn't the perfect image. It was the emotion, because emotion is the language of the body, and if the body feels it, the brain records it. This emotional recording changes the energetic signature I emit in the field. During one of these sessions, I entered a place where the air seemed to vibrate with richness. The walls were covered in possibilities. Every thought materialized in front of me, as if the universe was saying, everything is available. Just tune in. But doing it once wasn't enough. So I turned it into a practice. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 before bed. Sometimes more, sometimes less. What mattered was consistency, not duration. Like a trained muscle, my mind began to respond more easily. It became a vibrational bridge between the scarcity I was carrying and the abundance I was meant to manifest, breaking through resistance. But for this to be truly effective, I needed something to sustain that vibration beyond the moment, something that would create a new pattern day after day. At first, my mind resisted. It felt ridiculous to repeat affirmations, to feel grateful for what wasn't yet visible. But that's the moment where most people give up. The brain wants instant results. But deep change comes through repetition. So I set a goal, 21 days straight. No excuses, no breaks. Like watering a seed. You don't plant today and expect a harvest tomorrow. Even on days when I wasn't in the mood, I practiced. And the transformation began silently, first in thoughts, then in sensations, until reality began to shift. Subtle changes, new ideas, different opportunities, unexpected meetings, nothing forced. Everything flowed. It wasn't coincidence. It was coherence. My vibrational field was adjusting, and the outer world simply reflected that new inner state, energy, environment, and language. Eventually, I realized something more was needed. It wasn't just about my internal vibration. My external environment also needed to collaborate. I had to be honest with myself. Some people were draining my energy. Even a few minutes with negative, complaining people would crash my vibration. I noticed my environment was pulling me back into the old me. So I started choosing consciously. I distanced myself from scarcity-driven conversations. I sought people who talked about possibilities, who celebrated life, those who were inspired, who didn't see others' success as a threat, But as a mirror, I also noticed my language. Even after all that internal work, I was still saying things like, "That's expensive. I can't afford it." Words that seemed harmless but were poisoning my frequency. So I changed. Instead of saying, "I don't have money for that," I said, "Right now, I choose to invest in something else." This simple shift gave me back power. I was no longer a victim of circumstance, but a conscious agent of my decisions. Language became a tool for manifestation. I stopped saying things like, "I hope it works," or "Let's see what happens," and started saying, "This is already happening. I trust the process. This is inevitable for me." The more I spoke with conviction, the more my body believed it, and the more my vibration shifted, the more reality responded. People noticed. They saw the confidence in my words, the brightness in my expression. My communication became a portal of expansion. I didn't just express abundance, I radiated it. And everyone who connected with me started to feel it too. That's when I understood. Abundance isn't just what you have. It's how you think, feel, speak, and behave. This was not the end. It was the beginning of a new cycle. Now that everything was aligned, internally, externally, and energetically, I was ready to share this with the world. If this message resonated with you, if you felt a spark, a recognition, a truth, then I invite you to subscribe to Wild Soy Growth and be part of this journey toward abundance, alignment, and inner power. Activate the bell so you don't miss any new content. Share in the comments how this practice has shifted something in you. And remember, your reality is listening to the vibration you emit. So tune in and start creating the life you were meant to live.